There we go. Okay. Webcam's working. Okay. Let's see if this is working. Start this. And let me get this over here. Yeah. Yeah, I had everything up and running. It was so good. You're right, Jeff. And then literally I went to hit stream. And then within like 10 seconds of the theme song playing, like...
Surprise, motherfucker.
All my internet just dropped out. Everything dropped. Just out of nowhere. And so I had to go in and go reset my router. But now it's working. Love that, right? Also, why is this not... Why is this not... Full screen projector, come on. Why is that not... Dude... Okay, OBS. OBS. We need to have a talk here, OBS. We need to have a serious talk. Or Discord. I don't know. Still getting some lag? Yeah, I see 5%. I'm okay with 5. It's 50. If it's 50%, I'll get upset. I'll take 5. Yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of encoding lag. That's okay. All right, but the YouTube's working. I'm happy about that. Give me a second. Get source. Nice. Dr. Pickle Juice. I did not answer the pickle question last time. Yeah, Dr. Pickle Juice. What's your favorite pickle, dude? What's your favorite types of pickles? Tell us, Dr. Pickle Juice. Tell us, my guy. I'll tell you what my favorite pickles are if you want. We can have a pickling opinion of pickles. Okay. There we go. Now TikTok's running.
Ooh.
We had a lot of people on TikTok last time, Sensation.
Yes.
Oh, smooth jazz. You want to be our radio commentator for this one? Late night math jams. KCRW1 103.4. One second. We log into this, dude. So many things. Sorry, what were you saying, Sensation?
What was our local radio station? I remember now.
Yeah, what was your local radio station? Tell me.
104.7 Minster FM.
Minster FM. That's cool. Ours was 104.1 Kiss FM. Yeah, that was a cool one. Check the lag on my end. Yeah, you're right. I'm getting like 27%. Network, I'm getting 5. I can disable this one sec. Let me disable that preview. Let me disable that preview. And let's see if that fixes our latency. Yeah, because I'm getting 17 frames per second. That's god awful, dude. Why? Oh, yeah.
Something's gone wrong.
Something's gone wrong. It happens. What about the mobile? Does mobile look okay at least? You're right. It does seem that my computer is being taxed for some reason. Why? Let's go to Task Manager. Task Manager will tell me things. What's using up all my CPU right now, dog? It's not OBS. OBS is only using 10%. OBS is using 70% of my memory. That is a fair amount. But otherwise, I think it's fine. Yeah, we're just having massive render lag. I wonder what that is. I mean, I could quit OBS and restart this stream again. I don't really want to. But also, if it's unwatchable, that's no fun. Also, we're dropping 60% of my network frames. Why? Nice. Yeah, if you want to submit a random math problem, please do it to the URL down below. I'll do it.
I think you can just press there and work it out.
I still see Dr. Pickle Juice talking to me, though, at least. Yeah, I don't know why we're only getting 15 frames. Wow, that's god awful. Let me look on my devices. What's maxing out so much?
When did you update OBS last?
A couple days ago. Which is probably my problem. Probably shouldn't have done it. You know what I want to do? How do I kill the projectors? One sec. Let me see this. Kill projectors on OBS. Gotta be a way to do this. Yeah, but I don't want the... Okay. Bring up Windows taskbar and hover the OBS sigil. The problem is like the screen it's sending it to is virtual. You could just wait until the
Are you broadcasting
stream...
at 30 frames per second?
Dude, I'm broadcasting at fucking 16 right now because OBS is like not having a fun time.
I mean, what are the settings?
They're pretty chill, dude. They're the same settings they've always been. Like nothing has changed. It's just OBS just does weird things sometimes. It's a very complicated program. Okay, what I need to do, I need to go find that screen. One sec. I think I know how to do this. One sec. I'm gonna go. I think it's under displays. Or I really just need to restart my PC. I don't want to do that. That's annoying. Like that's so many days in a row we've had to like restart the whole fucking stream, which I don't like doing. Dude, where's like settings? There you go. Settings. Good. Thank you.
I don't know. When did you hoover your computer last?
Okay. Hold. I'm gonna close OBS. Just hold for a second. Just hold for a second. I'm gonna close OBS because OBS is being terrible. I see no frame drops. Is that better? Y'all tell me. I think it is. Oop. 3%, 8%, 7%. Okay. Seems to be okay. I'm still dropping 70% of my network, though. That's god awful. What's up, Dr. Pickle Juice? Jeff, if you can see us on Twitch, tell me. Is it better now? Is it lagging less? Is that a yes or no? Now it seems to be fine except for my bitrate. My bitrate's real slow. 2K is okay though. Oh, whoa, it's dropping like 200 kilobits sometimes though. Oh, that is bad. I wonder why that is. Still dropping frames. We're at least not dropping frames due to encoding now. Now I'm just dropping frames due to internet. Which... yeah. That should resolve itself eventually, I would hope. Yeah. Maybe, one sec. Let me change my bitrate out on my YouTube Shorts. Yeah, we're going to change this down to 3000. Hope that fixes it a little bit. Says still dropping frames. Alright, one sec. Integrals of logs, really? That's impressive. Today could just be a bad day for the internet. You know, it happens sometimes. Yeah, because I'm doing 3500 on this, which I think... Okay, let me change this one down. What's up, guys? Let me change this one down. Oh, can I not change it while it's running? No, this is set to 3K, so it should be okay. 3K, 30 FPS. Yeah. Okay. What's up, Zigzag? Well, how does it look on YouTube? That's my question. I'm starting to believe... I'm starting to move more away from Twitch, honestly, because... I don't know. Their servers just keep giving me issues at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure YouTube works fine. Let me see YouTube. How's our YouTube live work looking?
I'm still inclined to believe it's an OBS issue.
Could be.
Inclined to believe it's an OBS issue.
Could be. Yeah, no. This looks perfectly fine on YouTube. Fuck you, Twitch. Yeah. Fuck you, Twitch. Yes. What's up, Shantrix? Yeah. Yeah, it's lagging on Twitch for whatever reason. Again, maybe it's their servers. Because I'm getting perfectly fine frames on everything else. YouTube and TikTok are running fine. Yeah, stream health. Excellent. Yeah, stream's great here. We're running fine. Okay. Yeah, no, it's okay. Twitch is just hanging, dude. Like, look at the Twitch here. Look. I look frozen.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I don't know. Twitch. Actual Education Light. Everything you wanted in a non-profit and less. Yeah, I don't know why that's doing so poorly. What's up, you Raven?
Talking about yourself in the third person is the first sign of insanity.
I could try to manually put my stream key in, maybe. One second, let me see that. Maybe there's a manual stream key connection. Yeah, one sec. Let me close this one down. Stop streaming on that. Hopefully YouTube still keeps running. One sec. We're gonna get to more questions soon. I just want to make sure this is still running. Yeah. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure this is still running. Alright. And then I'm going to go... Well, it says stopping stream. It's like still trying to like stop. Okay, cool. That's off. And then let me go into... I heard you say my name again and then it cut out. That's too bad. Let me try a different, like, one sec. Let me try a different. Try this. Okay. No. No, I'm still getting nothing, dude, to their servers.
I'm gonna add insult to injury on this one.
What's up?
TikTok looks a bit janky.
TikTok looks janky, really? I thought it looked okay. No, we're doing fine on TikTok. Upload there's great. No frame drops either, honestly. I'm happy about that
It doesn't look
one.
as good as the one on YouTube.
No, because the camera's different. I have to run 2 separate cameras for that. Yeah. Okay. I'm just not using Twitch today. All right, we're just dropping Twitch. I don't know. I don't want to waste any more time trying to mess with it, and it's not working. I think it's Twitch's issue. You know, I've tried 2 different servers with them too now. But I think I can at least, one sec. Let's full screen projector this to this. Okay, it's okay. And then I'll share it at least on Discord. It should work. I love math. Okay, cool. Good, I think that's still working. I love math. Okay, cool. All right, I hear myself. What's up, Rainy? Okay, cool. All right, let's start off the stream. Apologize for all the delays. All right. Welcome, everyone. Office Hours, Dreams, Talks, Gold Sacks, Education. Stream to help you with math, homework, science, homework. All sorts of fun things today. Sensation, you tell me if you turn your webcam on and I'll have it refocus on you. But for right now, I'm just gonna have algebra he can do. Yeah. So today was I taught again at UCLA today. It was Wednesday. Not a bad day. Actually, it was kind of fun too. I had my oh, what? Now this disconnected. Excuse, no, keep connected there. Yeah. Calculus he can do. I can do a lot of things. Yes. My older neighbor, who has always been like kind of pushing me, saying like, "Hey, you should go teach at UCLA. You should go teach at UCLA." He wanted to come by my class today because he saw that I was finally teaching UCLA. And I was like, "Sure, man. You got it." And I had a video of it. Yeah, this is him. He's such a nice man. I love this guy. He's so cool. His name is David. He was on our stream actually at one point. David. Does this want to load? Excuse me. Yeah, that's David. And here, this was me in my lecture hall teaching. If you guys want to see. I can do trig as well, Dr. Pickle Juice. It is true. If this wants to load any day soon, come on. Excuse me? Do I need to like download this video just to like watch it? What is up with the internet today? What's up, Motion? Okay, well, whatever. When that wants to load, I'll pull it up. It's a video of me in the class. I don't know why it's taking so long. I don't know why everything's taking so long today. Okay. Well, let's see. Do we have any screenshots today for homework questions? Yes, Shantrick has one. Ooh, this is a good one. Funny, my internet was totally fine like an hour ago because I was playing the finals with a friend and didn't experience any lag or anything at all. But for some reason right now everything's just like crashing. Okay, so let's see this one. The area of a right angled triangle is 54 centimeters squared. The side lengths of the triangle are A, B, and C, where A, B, and C are positive integers. A is less than B is less than C. What is the value of C? Oh, okay. Let's try to do this. So. Yeah, Dr. Pickle Juice, do you know what to do with this one? Actually, I should move one second. Let me move this screen down a little bit. Does it come down? There we go. People can read it. Okay, cool. A is the smallest side. Okay, so that's gonna be the smallest angle, right? Okay, A is the smallest side. B is the middle side. C, the biggest side. Biggest side is always the hypotenuse. We can make triplets and plug everything in. We could, because we know if it's a right triangle, then a squared plus b squared must be equal to c squared, and there are only certain ones that this works for. What those are called are the Pythagorean triples. Well, where's like the fun ones? I love how they say 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 5. Like, those are not unique ones. And then what's this n associated with? Sorry, what? What do they mean n? What is this? Okay. These are useful ones. I remember these are nice. Here, let's just use these. Yeah, trig, bro. Okay, these are important to know just to help you out with trig and stuff. And anything else in math. If you know these, a lot of math problems, especially on your tests and everything, are just going to be variations of this. Okay, so 3, 4, and 5, and also all the multiples of 3, 4, and 5 work. And what we know is that the area of the right triangle is 54 squared. Okay, so that means that 1/2 base times height, so 1/2 AB has to be equal to 54, or A times B must be equal to 108. Okay, so we just need one of these where they multiply to 108, right? So 5 times 12 equals 60. That doesn't exactly work so far. 7 times 24 doesn't, but also the multiples of these work. So if you have 3, 4, 5, you can also have 6, 8, 10. You can also have 9, 12, 15. So notice how I'm taking this one, I'm multiplying by 2. Here I'm multiplying this by 3. Oh, bingo bango. I think we got it. I think we got it already. It's this one, right? Because right here, A times B, 9 times 12 is equal to 108. So in that case, the value of C, the hypotenuse, is just going to be equal to 15. Wow. Why is this one so much? It's hilarious, Shantrix, right? Because this is question 21. Yet the second we go to like 23, 24, 25, it becomes absolutely like nightmare hard. Right? That's usually what happens. But this one was okay. I'm pretty sure this one was just 15. Yeah? Might be a little bit more lag on the YouTube. But tell me if that's right, Shantrix. I think it is. Yes. Nice. Good job. Love that. Nice. This is number 25, which takes 2 years to solve. What about like number 24? Or have I already done 24? How many of the 2025 integers are divisible by 2025? Yeah, this just looks like too ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, we don't want to do that. That's too much. Yeah, pickle juice, right? Oh, well, send me 24. Let's try to do... or can we do like 22? This was 21. 21 wasn't that bad. Let me see like 22, 23, or 24. This is bad. I don't like this.
You done messed up, Aaron!
That's gonna be a hard one. I can already tell because I just don't want to. There's probably like a bunch of number theory tricks here for this one. Why did it send us a link? C drives, Shank downloads. Man, even Discord's having issues today, yeah. This is mind-blowing. Yet sometimes you need a calculator. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you do, for sure. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Here, we got a bunch of fun ones here. Oh, wait, no, that's one. All right, let's see. And then while we're doing this, one sec, I'm gonna experiment with if I can send the stream via some other like fun ways. Watch this. Usually under settings. One sec. Streaming tools. There we go. Watch this. Okay, let me see. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, you're good. One sec, I want to see if we can get this to work. Let's see if Twitch will play nice with me this way. Curious. Says we're offline. No, wow. Yeah, Twitch's servers are weird. Yeah, I'm only getting like 500 KB up. Wow. That is nuts. I wonder if is anybody else streaming on Twitch right now? One sec. That's actually a good question for us to check. I'm curious about this. One sec. Let me go to this is a great website. If you ever want to know if something is down, Down Detector is great. I use it all the time. And then let's look at Twitch. Twitch. No, seems to be fine. No crazy issues. Okay, let's see this one. Oh, we did the anthill one. That was a cool one. Let's try this one. The triple XYZ of integers satisfies the following systems of equations. 2 to the y plus 2 to the x plus 2 to the y plus 3 to the z minus 1 is equal to 2259. Okay, that's that as well. Okay. If p is equal to the product of x, y, z, what is the integer formed by the rightmost 2 digits of p? This is an interesting one. Man. I almost want... Now, you don't want to do logarithms here. This right here, 2 to the x plus y plus 3 to the z is equal to 70, 73. This is the same thing as 2 to the x, 2 to the y. Yeah, equity, Twitch is broken. It's not streaming for some reason. I don't know why, though. Yeah, big brain time, Dr. Pickle Juice. How are we going to do this one? Oh, I think, Is this like it's divisible? No. Divisible means if they're all multiplied by each other. Huh. Let me just see this. Okay. 3 to the z minus 1 is the same thing as 3 to the z. 3 to the minus 1, which is the same thing as 3 to the z times 1 over 3. So that's the same thing as 1/3. Or here we say like 3 to the z over 3. Okay. And then I think I see something between these two. Integration time. I hope we don't have to integrate. Oh, I think we can get this. Watch this. Watch this. It's actually pretty cool. All right, I think I see it. Let's use these two equations. So, this tells me that Well, here, let's use this one. 2 to the x plus 2 to the y is equal to 6633 minus 3 to the z, right? If we move this over. And now I can take this part and plug it into here. So now we have 6633 minus 3 to the z plus 3 to the z minus 1, which is the same thing as 1/3 3 to the z. Is equal to 2259. So now this tells me, so if this is a single 3 to the z, and this is a third 3 to the z's, this tells me 2/3 3 to the z's must be equal to, and it's negative 2/3. Must be equal to this minus this. Minus 6633. Okay. So, we need a calculator for a little bit of this. So, 2259 minus 6633. That's negative 4374. Okay. And now we can multiply this by 3/2. Well, negative 3/2. And we're going to get that 3 to the z is equal to 6561. Yeah, isn't that pretty cool? Okay. Now what I can do is I can take the log base 3 of each side, right? Pull down the z. So this will come out front. This is a log rule thing. And doing that, so log of 6561 divided by the log of 3, that gets me that z is equal to 8. Cool. Done. All right, we got one part done, right? Z equals 8. That's great. Okay, Dr. Pickle Juice, that's fine. Does that help me get x and y? Because that would just get me a number for this and a number for this. I think I need to use this expression now. Okay. So we know 2 to the x times 2 to the y plus 3 to the z equals 7073. So that's 3 to the... Oh, you know what's funny? I don't even need to really, do this. Because I already know that 3 to the z is equal to 6561. Okay. Because I was wondering if you get a calculator on this part of the test. Because you can't really do that in your head. But we can just throw that in here. Okay, so now I have 2 to the x, 2 to the y is equal to, so plus 6561 equals 7073. Okay? So subtracting these over, that tells me 2 to the x, 2 to the y. (7073) minus 6561. That's gonna equal 512. I like that. That's a nice number. Because yeah, is that 2 to the 8? This 512? No, it's 2 to the 9th. Okay. So here's the cool thing. This equals 2 to the 9th. So this tells me that x plus y must be equal to 9. Right? Because this is the same thing as 2 to the x plus y. Okay, so x plus y equals 9 and z equals 8. Uh-huh. Getting closer. I guess it actually doesn't matter, though. Right? Because you see how both of these are 2 to the x, 2 to the y, 2 to the x, 2 to the y. These are interchangeable. Right? So x and y can actually be whatever I want them to be. It just has... Like, it doesn't matter which one's x and which one is y. They just have to add up to 9. But I guess I gotta think about what things add up. Okay, I think I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer to this, man. All right, now let's use this one. And so I'm going to say 2 to the x plus 2 to the y plus 3 to the z, which was 65, 61, is equal to 66, 33. Uh-huh. So now we get 2 to the x plus 2 to the y is equal to 72. Very cool. Well, I kind of already see how... I think I see how this would work. In order for these things to add up to 32... To 72, sorry. Oh, good question. Are they also... Do they also have to be positive integers? That would mess with me. Because 2 to the 5 is 32. Because I want to say this is 64 plus 8. Which would be 2 to the 6th plus 2 to the 3rd. Look at this. Wow. Okay. And 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So we've done it. X equals 6. Y equals 3. Wow. I was actually quite lost at the beginning of this, to be honest. Cool. Okay, X, Y, Z. 3 times 6 times 8. So 3 times 6 times 8. And that's equal to 48 times 3, which is going to be equal to 144, right? What's up, boss? Okay. So the integer formed by the right two most digits of P should be 44. Wow. That's a very cool question, actually. If that's correct. I feel like that's correct. Nice. Okay, cool. Good. Good question there. That's fun. What's up, Santrix? I think I got the answer for this one. Was it 44? Oh, also I found the video of my friend who watched on my lecture. So let me pull it in for you guys. This is him right now. Yeah. So this is me. I have so I actually have kind of a cool setup. I have an external monitor here I run next to my laptop, and then the laptop plugs into the big screens up on the lecture hall. But these are all the people in my class. And there's my friend David, just chilling over there. So, yeah. But yeah, I think this one was 44. I think we got it right. Yeah, number 22 we did. We did number 22 there. Uh-huh. Answers to the last 5. It is 44. Nice. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, I saw the other one. I think the other one might be like a little hard. You said the answer to the other one was 15? Yeah, okay. Okay, I got you. Oh, well, we did the molehill one. This is what we did. You guys working together? We could try 24. See how bad 24 is. Also, yeah, if you're watching us on TikTok or YouTube, you can submit a question for us to go over on the Discord. Just use that link down below there. It's www.actualdiscord.com/submit. And then if you go here, you'll see the ability to upload a file and submit a question. And the screenshot will come in live to our servers. And we'll do it here on the stream. Okay, let's see. Suppose that f of x is some quartic fourth order polynomial for real numbers p, q, r, and s. In addition, f1 is 59, f of 2 is 118, f of 3 is 177. If t is equal to f of 9 plus f of negative 5, what is the sum of the digits of the integer equal to 7? Oh, okay. Okay. Let's try to I mean, functions aren't really that crazy, Shantrix. We're just gonna f of 1 just means plug 1 in for everywhere you see x. So this is the same thing as 1 to the 4th plus p times 1 to the 3rd plus q times 1 squared plus r times 1 plus s. So that's going to be equal to 1 plus p plus q plus r plus s. Okay. And that's all equal to 59 is what we said, because that's what f of 1 is, 59. All right, let's do the next one, which is 118. And that's going to be equal to 2 to the 4th plus p times 2 to the 3rd plus q times 2 squared plus r times 2 plus s. And then we have 177 is equal to 3 to the 4th plus p times 3 to the 3rd. What's up, P127? Plus q times 3 squared plus r times 3 plus s. Okay, let's see what we get there. 2 to the 4th is the same thing. I had some driving lessons. Nice, dude.
Good job.
Are you driving manual or stick? Or sorry, or manual or automatic, which is stick or automatic, I guess is what it is. Yeah. Auto. Oh, that's the go-kart. I don't think anyone learns how to drive manual anymore. I know how to drive stick, though. I think it's a cool thing. 3 to the 4th. What is that? Is that 81? I feel like that's 81. Yeah. The car is automatic. Yeah, and that makes sense. It's hard to find to find manual cars, especially in the US. In Europe, though, they do have a lot of manual cars. And actually, when you go to rent a car, it's a lot cheaper if you rent one that's a manual versus one that's an automatic. They just make it. It's like one of those. They say automatic is like a premium feature. And they know they can get most Americans because most Americans don't know how to drive stick. So, it's a way to upcharge them. But sometimes, like, my friend once was like, fuck that, I'm not paying the extra, I'll drive stick, and I'll just learn how. And I'm like, uh-oh. And he was, like, calling me from Prague in the Czech Republic, being like, I don't know if I can drive this car, man. Like, how do you drive stick? Like, well, you got to practice a lot, especially with the clutch. And you're going to burn that clutch out if you're, like, trying to learn on a rental. Yeah. Anyways. Yes. Yeah, yes. You went? Yeah, I like Prague. Prague is great. Very cheap country, like economical. Not cheap like bad cheap, but like very economical. 102 equal to 8p plus 4q plus 2r plus s, like that. And a lot of beautiful architecture in Prague, because it's one of the few places that neither the Axis nor the Allies really wanted to bomb during World War II. I think Hitler wanted to turn it into his, like, next capital of, like, the Third Reich or something. And, you know, the British and French and Americans, just, there was no reason to bomb Prague because they didn't have any factories or anything. There was no, like, military capabilities there. So, as a result, it's one of the few places in Europe that still has the most amount of old buildings up and everything. Yeah. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. T equals f of 9 plus f of negative 5. Man, I really don't want to do 9 to the 4th, dude. Excuse me? That's gonna suck. Yeah, like 9 to the 3rd? Wow. It ends up being linear. Plug it in the calculator. You know, I guess it does. Because this is 4 unknowns, this is 4 unknowns, this is 4 unknowns. I got 3 equations. This is about to be my 4th equation. It's just such a pain, isn't it, dog? Right? Exactly. I was hoping there'd be some clever way to cancel this. I mean, let's just see. So, T is equal to... So that's 9 to the 4th. And that's going to be plus negative 5 to the 4th means it's still going to stay as 5 to the 4th, right? And then this is plus... P times, or we'll say 9 to the 3rd P minus 5 to the 3rd P. And then it's plus 9 squared Q plus 5 squared Q. And then it's plus 9R minus 5R. And then plus S plus S. Right, plus 2S. And then they want us to figure out what this is, which is some combination of these things. So what we were talking about is, like, is there some clever way to do this? I almost see something with the 9s, man. Do you see if I add this one to this one, this will get me 9p, 5q, 3r, 2s. And then this is like 9 to the 3rd p. I don't know, I'm tempted. He says start by symmetrizing it around 2. See how you have equations around 2? What equations do we have around 2? Sorry, what do you mean around 2? You mean around f of 2? Around this one? Ooh, I like this. He says you have f of 2. Oh, I agree. And we're trying to find f of 2 plus 7, which is 9. Okay, cool. This is actually cool. F of 2 plus 7. Yeah, let me write that out. Yeah, that's a really cool observation there, P127. So f of 2 plus 7 is the same thing as f of 9. And f of 2 minus 7 is the same thing as f of negative 5. And we're doing those together. So I'm doing f of 2 plus 7 plus f of 2 minus 7. Oh, interesting. And okay, good point here, P. Is this is an even function then, is it not? Because the polynomial is like x to the 4th. It says not quite. Is it because it would have to have only even powers, right? Yeah, because then it would be nice to say that these things are the same, right? It's just you can make it even though. He says, oh, I could make it even. Interesting. What, with some form of like completing the square, but to the 4th power, maybe? I do like this, man. This is cool. It's a good insight for sure. Ooh, f of 2 plus x and f of 2 minus x is symmetric about 2. Let me think about that. Why is that? Why is that true? So, okay. You're saying f of 2 plus x is equal to f of 2 minus x? Is that what we're getting at? I didn't know that. That's a cool fact if that's correct. And is this for any function f? Because the way I see it, you're shifting it to the right x. Sorry, in this case, you're shifting it to the left x from 2. And here you're shifting it to the right x from 2. But how... Yeah, that's not right, right? Yeah. Because I was thinking like a graph, like whatever. I have a graph here, and this is 2. Just because I shifted x and y to the left and right doesn't necessarily mean that they're equal. Yeah, okay. All right, it was kind of a cool attempt. Okay. I think it's not even symmetric around 2. Uh-oh. Okay. It's still even, he says. Yeah, here's my issue. I only have 3 equations, but I have 4 unknowns. And this doesn't really get me another thing, unless I can somehow use linear combinations of this to get me to this, right? Oh, you want to come on stage? Yeah, you can come on stage. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, wishes request, you're cool. What's up, P?
Oh, I can speak. So if you have, like, define a new function that's f of x plus 2. Hold on, someone's at the door.
Uh-oh. The math police are here. Math police have showed up.
I'm back.
Alright, good.
So yeah, you can define a new function. I'll use G because that's the next letter of the alphabet.
Okay, G.
Okay, I think they're gone. So G of x equals
Okay. G of x equals what?
equals f of 2 plus x,
Okay.
and then you add in f of 2 minus x.
So you want to do this, f of 2 minus x?
Yeah, and so g of x is an odd function because if you plug in g of minus x, that just swaps the addition.
Oh, that is so cool, man. Yeah, because g of minus x is equal to f of 2 minus x plus f of 2 minus minus x, which is the same thing as f of 2 plus x, which gets you the same function. Damn, that's fucking cool, dude.
And if you work out from x, f is like a 4th degree polynomial. If you work that out into g ends up being a fourth degree polynomial, but without all the odd power terms.
I see, because the
it's
cross
odd.
terms, the plus and the x
No,
will
'cause
kind of
it's
like
even.
cancel each other out.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So because we're computing, what were we computing again?
We're trying to compute g of x. Actually,
It
is what we're trying
was
to do.
f of
Yeah. We're doing
Computing
g of 7. G of
five?
7. G of
7.
G of 7.
G of 7.
Yeah, we want to know what g of 7 is.
So I think we have g of 0 and g of 1.
G of 0. Yes, we have 1/2 g of 0, right? Because that would be f of 2 plus f of 2.
Yeah. That
So-
means we have g of 0 just by multiplying it by 2.
Okay, so let's do it. Let's say that, like, what is that? 236 is equal to g of 0 then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then we have 1 and 3. Oh, so that makes sense. So we have g of 1, right?
Yeah.
So g of 1 is equal to 177 plus 59. Oh, that's very cool. Okay.
And then our other constraint is that t is an integer, I think.
Well, I mean, t has to be an integer, I would guess. Oh, yes, you're right. T is
Well,
an
I
integer.
mean,
Correct. Correct.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not solvable if you don't
Yeah.
assume that, because you have one extra degree of freedom.
Got you. Yes. So this is. Oh, is this also 236, dude?
Is it?
Oh, it
If
is, bro.
that's gonna be weird.
Holy shit. G of
Oh,
0 and
that's-
G of 1 are both 236? Dude, what?
What?
Dude, what? We entered the Twilight Zone. Yeah, 177 plus 59 is 236. 118 times 2 is 236.
Okay, so
So do we think G of 7 is also
G is a
236?
polynomial. It could be, but like, I mean, if there is a unique answer, then it's gonna be 236. But it could be possible that this does not have a unique answer.
Okay.
Do you still wanna solve it, or just say
I do.
236?
No, I want to solve it because yeah,
Okay.
236 is not correct.
Yeah,
The
so
correct answer is
the other thing we-
17. Wait.
17. Okay, that's
Yeah, so that's not correct, right? So it's
Wait.
not 236,
okay.
right? Because that's 11.
Okay, so the other thing I was thinking we could use is, it's a polynomial theorem. Have you heard of it? It says that if you have a, actually, no, we don't have a
Let me look it up.
polynomial in integer coefficients, so it's not gonna work.
But we do.
I just realized the theorem doesn't apply.
Uh-oh.
So I think.
Are you talking about like the remainder theorem almost?
It says that if you have a polynomial in integer coefficients and you
Yes.
plug in two numbers, then the secant line is has an integer slope.
Oh.
If you plug in
Okay.
two integers.
Right. Are you saying that doesn't apply here? Why? Because.
Yeah,
We
because it said real coefficients. Even though all the numbers we're working with are integers, it said we have some real numbers P, Q, R, S.
Oh, so PQ and RS could be decimals and stuff. You mean?
But yeah, so the other thing we have to use is that this F is monic, so G has a leading coefficient of 2.
F is.
So G is 2x to the 4 plus blah blah blah.
Why is that? P127. Why do I know it's 2x to the 4th?
So if you look at the definition of G, G is F of stuff plus F of stuff.
Good. Oh,
And so, do you see it now?
I see. And F.
If you follow,
Good.
if you follow the
Yes.
axes,
Yes. Okay. I see. 2x to the 4. Cool.
Well, it's not the constant function 236
Well, we know it's not 230. Yeah.
because that doesn't have the leading coefficient of 2. So I think now we have to solve a linear equations.
Okay.
So, right, g of x is 2x to the 4 plus something x squared plus something.
So
And then
is it
just
plus
plug in
p?
0 and 1. 0 and 1 are easy numbers. It's not going to be the same p as the problem, but you can name it p if you want.
Oh, let's name it something different then. I agree with that. Let's name it like A, B, C, D. So I can call it A. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
bx to the third.
Plus
No,
bx.
bx squared. It's even though, right? That's what you said?
Yeah, plus c. Yeah, because
Very
it's
cool.
even.
Okay. Oh, I like this. So
And now
then,
you have enough equations.
oh, this is beautiful.
And 0 and 1 are easy numbers to plug in.
Yeah. Okay. That's so cool, dude.
See,
Goes
you
away.
have to compute 9 to the 4.
I didn't want to do 9 to the 4th. That was gonna suck. All right, so c equals 236. Very cool. And then g of 1 was also 236. So say 236 is equal to 2 plus b plus c, right?
Wait, but c is 236.
C
so
is
you can
236.
substitute that in.
Thank you. So that tells me that
And then the 236.
b must be negative 2 then, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, now
okay.
you've solved all your variables.
Oh, dude, look at this, dude. So g of x is equal to 2x to the 4th minus 2x squared plus 236. Oh, wow. That's super cool, dude, because now all I need is g of 7.
Yay.
Wow. Okay, but I still need to do 7 to the 4th.
Oh, now I have to do 7 to the 4.
God, no, dude. I don't want to do 7 to the 4th. Okay, 2 times 7 to the 4th minus 2 times 7 squared plus 236. Very cool. Okay. What is 7 to the 4th? I got it.
7 to the
24 a 1?
4 is... Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that. Times 2 minus 98.
2 times 7 squares plus 236.
Yeah. 4940.
Yeah, that's what I got.
And okay, right? And the sum of the digits.
Wait, what'd you say the answer was?
17.
Sum of digits. 17.
Yes, it works.
4 plus 9 plus 4 plus 0 is 17.
4 plus 9 plus 4 is 17. Wow. That was super cool, P127. Man, that was so much better than like this fucking mess I was gonna go through. I was starting to do this until you hopped in the VC. I was starting to do 7186 and I was like, no, dude, I really don't want to do this. No.
Yeah, they're not designed to be long and tedious, except the ones that are designed to be long and tedious. But
Right,
usually you don't get long and tedious problems.
I think it's usually like the number 25 Kaylee question is always like super, super long, at least on the solutions. This was such a unique trick. And I thought it was really cool.
I know this because I saw there wasn't enough to solve all the
Yeah, we couldn't do the linear
solve
thing here,
everything,
right?
so there must be a yeah. You have to make something symmetric to cancel it out.
That's smart. I see. So yeah, so if you see where you don't have enough equations, but yeah, you picked this out pretty quick, which I did not. Which that is that there's symmetry between this, in terms of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like
that's-
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Clearly something's happening with 2.
Clearly something's happening with 2 because 2 is also in between these two as well. Wow, that's super cool.
Yeah.
And also, I did not know this fact, that g of x and g of minus x, well, the g of x, first of all, was even. Does this always hold? If this is like some number? Yeah, I guess so, right? This could be like 6 plus x and 6 minus x. It's always going to hold, right? Yeah?
If you forget the definition of f, it's
Yeah.
the same thing works.
Yeah,
It's
you're
always
right.
even.
It's always even. And yeah, the fact that then we know that we have to kill all the odd terms off. That's another bit of information that's good to remember. Then this is a lot easier to solve because it's only 2 unknowns and 2 equations. And then this part, the 2x to the 4th. Let me make sure I know how that works. Yes, that's because this will have an x to the 4th, and this will have an x to the 4th without any variables in front of it. So that has to be 2x to the 4th. Okay. Wow. There were a lot of, oh, you gotta go to sleep, Shantrix? Yeah, no, cool. This was cool. We got this question right, though, Shantrix. But yeah, this one had a lot of, I would say, conditional things on us being able to solve it. So, like, if any little thing had gone wrong, it would have, I don't know, came down crashing. But we just kept getting lucky, I guess. We're just like, oh, it is symmetric. Oh, it is, like, whatever, monotonic here or something. And
Well, that's the thing with these problems. They're designed to be this way.
okay.
There's a path to solving it.
That's so cool. Ryan
Because
submitted a
otherwise,
question.
like, it would be unsolvable, right? And that wouldn't be a good problem. An unsolvable problem is not good.
You're right, especially for a competition problem. Yeah, that unsolvable problems are bad. No. Yeah. Oh, wow. I learned so much from this. That's so cool. What's your background, P127? How did you know how to do this? What's your background in math?
Lots of math competitions.
Okay. Yeah. So I used to not like it when students would submit these to me, but I'm starting to like it because I see that it teaches you tricks, and then the tricks keep showing up all the time. Right?
Yeah. Like the trick with symmetrizing it, I think, has shown up like 5 times already.
That's so crazy because
Over
I've never seen that trick, and now I know it. So now it doesn't bug me when I do see it again.
Yeah.
Alright, very cool. This question came in. This is obviously a lot nicer of a question. This is this is like me getting a massage after lifting like 800 pounds at the gym. Because this is just a simple U substitution question. So for those watching,
Integral 1 to 3 of.
yeah, of this. Anytime you see integration, it looks
Does the
ugly.
bottom simplify?
It doesn't. But what you can know is that this thing, the derivative
That's x plus 2 squared.
Oh, that is, yes. Oh,
That integral of 1 dx?
god damn it. Okay, leave it to P127 to find the even easier way to do this one. Okay. We're gonna show 2 ways to do this. So here's like method 1, and then P127 found an even better way to do this. Yes, JC. Yeah, he did. Yeah, method 1, and we're gonna call this method 2, which is the goated P127 method. Which is simply just to identify that x squared plus 4x plus 4 is the same thing as x plus 2 squared. So, if you evaluate this integral, now it's x plus 2 over the square root of x plus 2 squared. This cancels out. And then you just have the integral from 1 to 3 of x plus 2 over x plus 2, which also cancels out to become 1. And then the integral of dx is just x. So this is x from 1 to 3, which equals 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. That's the easy way to do it. Oh wait, TikTok's making me do a CAPTCHA thing. 1 second, I gotta move the puzzle. Move the puzzle piece. Are you happy? What? TikTok, come on, dude. I can move the puzzle. Verification. Okay, there we go. Okay, that's the easy way to do it. How usually this is given to you, because, okay, they could have messed with you, right? They could have told you that this, for instance, was equal to 6 or something, and now everything's screwed up. I presume what happened is a teacher was writing this question and accidentally wrote a perfect square on the bottom. They meant to probably put a 6 here. Anyways, what I like to do is anytime I see something complicated, I try to see if the derivative of it shows up somewhere else. And the derivative of this thing, x squared plus 4x plus 4, is 2x plus 4, which kind of looks like this. This actually looks like x plus 2 just with a factor of 2 out front. Yeah. So now what you can... Oh, and then this also technically has a dx on it. So, what you can then do is say, okay, this is the same integral as... We'll solve for dx here first. So we'll say dx is equal to du over 2x plus 2. And then we're going to integrate x plus 2. And then instead of dx, we're going to put du over 2x plus 2. All divided by the square root of u. Okay. So, what happens out nicely here? This cancels with this. And we have, this is equal to, the 2 will come out. This will be 1/2 integral of du over the square root of u, which is the same thing as 1/2 integral of u to the negative 1/2 du. Which, integrating this, all you do is raise the power by 1, divide by the new power. So this is 1/2 u to the positive 1/2 divided by 1/2. So the 1/2s are going to cancel. Cool. Which then you just got to plug back in what u was. So u was x squared plus 4x plus 4. So this is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 4 to the 1/2. Evaluated from 1 to 3. I don't like changing the bounds here when I switch it over to u. I wait till I get to the very end to plugging it back in, and then I switch the bound, and then I don't have to mess with the bounds. And then we'll see why this is a lot longer, because now you plug 3 in, and you get 9 plus 12 plus 4 square rooted minus 1 plus 4 plus 4 square rooted. Which is that also going to get us 2? I wonder if that does actually. That's the square root of 25 minus the square root of 9. 5 minus 3 equals 2. Wow. So yes, this is the much longer way to do it there, Ryan. This was the much nicer method that P127 had. And JC, you recognize it too. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just a perfect square on the bottom. Duh. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Okay, cool. Equity's got a question. Endar's got some good questions as well. Equity here, you wanna us to do yours? We can do yours. Looks like a chemistry question. And then here, I'll copy this one in as well. Okay. Let's see. Equity, can you see us in the chat? I think you can. A sample of cyanic acid, HCN, contains 3.3 times 10 to the 22nd atoms. How many moles are in the sample? Oh, that's cool. So, find the number of molecules? What? I don't know. Okay, here. 1 mole.
It gave you the atoms.
Oh, I see. But it isn't... Oh, because each one of these things is an atom?
There's 3
is what
atoms
we're saying?
in a molecule.
Ah. I was like, excuse me, what? Okay. Did that... Bro, that's... Why would they do that? That's just annoying. Okay, sure. So, this is actually... I kind of like to do this. I like to do stoichiometry for this. I'm going to say... How many moles of HCN is equal to 3.33 times 10 to the 22nd atoms. And then what I'm going to say is that there are 3 atoms in one HCN molecule. Right? And then the last thing we do here, because we're trying to get to moles of HCN, we know that 6.02 times 10 to the 23 molecules of HCN is equal to 1 mole of HCN. What's up, Equity? Yeah, we're doing your question right now. Do you see this? Yeah, the key thing they tried to trick you with here was that they said atoms, and HCN has 1 hydrogen, 1 carbon, 1 nitrogen, so it has 3 atoms per molecule. So that's why we have 3 atoms is 1 molecule, and then you're going to do, you know, Avogadro's number is a mole of these. Okay, so if we do this divided by this, we're going to get, right, 1.11 times 10 to the 22, and then we're dividing it by 6.02 times 10 to the 23. So 1.11 e to the 22 divided by 6.02 e to the 23. That's going to get us 0.0184. So with 3 sig figs, yeah. So 0.0184 moles of HCN. Okay? Nice. Okay, cool. And here, I'll do your next question, too. The profit, P, in thousands of dollars from sales of X kilograms can be modeled as that. Sketch a graph of this function. Okay. Okay. So P of X is equal to 4X minus 200 over X plus 400. Always good to get horizontal asymptotes and vertical asymptotes. Vertical asymptotes when you divide by the bottom and it's 0. So there's vertical asymptote at X equals negative 400. But that probably one doesn't make any sense because you can't sell negative kilos of coffee, right? This is where like domain like comes in handy because we're selling kilograms of coffee. It's got to be greater than 0, right? Okay. Horizontal asymptote is useful though, because the highest power on the top and the bottom are the same. So this is going to have an horizontal asymptote at y is equal to 4 over 1, which is the same thing as 4. Cool. So if I want to make a graph of this, also useful is to get the y-intercept. So if we plug 0 into here, what do we get? And that's going to be 0, comma, what's that, negative 1/2? Okay, so, I mean, that's not good. That means, like, I lose $1,000 or I lose $500 just from selling no coffee. Which I guess makes sense. Okay. And then we said that it has a horizontal asymptote at 4. So my guess is, right, let me think about it. Negative 399 is negative. I think it looks something like this, right? That's how I kind of say it. We could have set this also equal to 0, and that would tell me that that happens at 50, right? That's the I guess break-even point. So this would be 50, 0. Okay. The average profit can be found by drawing a secant line from the origin to x p of x. Explain how average profit is related to the slope of the secant. Okay. So, average profit is usually equal to like profit divided by the number of units sold. It's like the profit per thing you sell. And in this case, that's going to be y over x, right? Your profit here is on this axis, and the number you sell is on this axis. So the secant line that goes from here to here, the slope of that, right? So the slope of the secant line would be equal to y minus 0 over x minus 0, which is the same thing, y over x. Right, see how this is p of x over x? And the secant line would be equal to p of x minus 0 over x minus 0. Do you see that equity? So that's why the slope of the secant line, which is the line connecting these 2 points, is equal to your average profit. All right, cool. Says I get that. Nice. Okay. Estimate where the average product is the greatest. Verify using slopes. Okay. Well, I think average profit where this is the steepest is probably somewhere around here. Because once we go really far out, eventually this like looks like a flat line. Okay. Well, we can do that. So it's p of x over x. So we're looking at what is the max of p of x over x, which is equal to 4x minus 200 over x squared plus 400x. Uh-huh. Interesting. Okay. X plus 400. If I want this to be big, I either want the denominator to be really big. Sorry, the numerator to be really big or the denominator to be really small. So I need this to get tiny, which that can either happen at x is equal to but x, okay, but x must be positive. I know how to do it with calculus, and I'm wondering if they eventually want you to do it with calculus. Because they do say determine the rate of change of the profit. Huh. Let's see if we can graph this. I'm actually curious. Get our graphing calculator. Graphing calculator, let's load. Okay, cool. So we have 4x minus 200 divided by Is it x plus 400? Or x minus 200 over x plus 400. Or x minus 200. X plus 400. Okay. But then we have an additional x underneath here. And we want to ask, where is this the biggest? Well, where it's negative, obviously. Or... Interesting. Yeah, this eventually goes to 0. One sec, let's try Wolfram. I'm curious about this. This is how they solve it? Yeah, the slope is very tiny.
It's gonna be when the slope is tangent. Is it's maximized.
Yeah, what says at 200?
200.
Yeah, but how would I get that algebraically?
You can set the derivative to 0.
Yeah, but dude, that's such a messy derivative, right? Because I'm trying to maximize this, and that's like a quotient rule,
Yeah.
right? So let's see how they did it in their school. They said, oh, bro, so they just plugged in values. Excuse me?
You done messed up, AA Ron!
Dude, I hate that, man. What? You were just supposed to fucking test some numbers? That's
Ooh,
fine.
I have a way to do it without doing the quotient rule.
Oh, tell me P127. What's the way to do this without, like...
Yeah, okay, so if you imagine starting out with a slope on the graph, it's gonna be
Okay.
a secant line. And
Okay.
then if you start raising that slope, at the point
Yes.
when it gets maximum, it's gonna be tangent. Because if it's not tangent, you can always increase it a bit more.
Ooh. Okay, so let's try to visualize.
So it's gonna
what
be
we
tangent
think.
at the maximum.
Yeah, he's talking about, like, if you have something that looks like this, right? And you're tracking
Yeah.
this, right? Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
The only time that slope's gonna be the most is when it's tangent. Because otherwise, can it ever be above tangent? No, right? Because this is always concave down, I guess.
I guess you need to see that as concave down.
Right? Well, because if the function did this, yeah. Now you could suddenly have that.
But then when that part, it either goes to infinity or eventually becomes concave down. So then you can see it's
Okay.
gonna be tangent again.
Okay, so I get it. Okay, it has to be so tangents
Yeah,
where the max is.
the local maximum and minimums are at the tangents.
Okay, what does that tell us about this then? If it's at the tangents.
So you write the equation 4x minus 200 over x plus 400.
Okay, so sorry, it was sorry, I'm running out of space.
Yeah.
We had 4x minus 200 was over x plus
Over
400.
x plus 400.
Right, this was our function, right?
This is equal to yeah.
And then you take a derivative of it.
You
Is that
can
what we're
write
doing?
the numerator.
Or no?
You can write the numerator as 4x plus 1600,
Okay.
and then minus 1800.
Minus 1800.
And that's all over x plus 400.
Okay.
And then you can distribute and make that 4 minus 1800 over x plus 400.
4 minus... okay, one sec. Is this what... so you're saying I do this? 4x plus 400 minus 1800? All
Yeah.
over x plus 400?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and then you want to divide this, but keep it on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is equal to 4 minus 1800 over x plus 400. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is just an easier thing to
Then
take a
you
derivative
can.
of.
Yeah. You can take the derivative easier.
Okay. This is a cool math
And then
hack.
you
I like this.
calculate-
You just
You
avoided
can
like a...
calculate the tangent line and plug in 0, 0.
Mhm. So f prime of x is going to be equal to one second. That's going to be 1800
1800 over...
x plus 400 to the minus 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're just going to set that equal to 0? Or no?
No. It's not... That's the derivative. That's the slope, remember?
Uh-huh.
You're not setting the slope to 0. You're setting the slope to pass through the origin. Or you're saying the tangent line to pass through the origin.
Got you.
Because the condition was the line through the origin was tangent to the graph.
Good. Oh, so I plug in 0, 0.
You have to solve for the tangent line first.
Okay.
The tangent line is the line that has the
Got
slope
you. That
equal
has
to
this
the
slope but goes through
derivative
0, 0. Got
that
you.
passes through the point of the function. But you're also saying it passes through the point of the function and it also passes through 0, 0.
Right. Okay. So 0 is equal to... well... are we trying to find the... no, because the x... sorry, the x-intercept is 0. Sorry.
So another way of thinking of this is you remember you can calculate the secant line
Yes.
by you put that above. And so you want the secant line to have a slope equal to the slope of the tangent line.
You want the secant line to have a slope equal to... okay. Okay.
Does that make sense at all?
I think so. So you want this to equal the slope of this line. Wait, but I don't want to figure out the slope of this line. That's even uglier, no?
You can
Oh, no.
cross multiply.
Oh, the slope of secant line is this. Oh, got you. Got you. Yes, that is the slope of the secant line. Jojo says, anyone want to help me with Calc Base 2 Physics 2? Yeah. Send a screenshot. I have maybe another 5-10 minutes before I have to go teach someone else. There's a link down there, actualdiscord.com/submit. Just, if you send a screenshot, I'll help you out with it. Jojo. X plus 400. I see. Okay, and then one of these will cancel with one of these, right?
Yep.
And then I have 1800x is equal to...
No, it's quadratic.
oh, ew. Oh, this is suddenly... so it's too funny. We were doing this roundabout thing because we just didn't want to do the... we didn't want to do the quotient rule, but it's still going to be a mess.
Well, I'm sure you get the same answer with the quotient rule.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Okay. Yes, so the way they solved it is they just plugged in. I agree, Equity. It's just P127I were having a little deep dive on like how to do that without just guessing and checking. Okay, anyways.
What if you guessed, but it was slightly off? You'd never know.
Yeah. Well, it's how they designed
You
the
have to
question.
solve it.
That's how they designed it. Determine the rate of change of the profit at the sales level of 100. At 1,000. So wait, why'd they put it at 909.99? What? Why didn't they just put 1,000 in there? Excuse me. Oh, what two coordinates do they use? Oh, I see. This is also, bro, this is ugly as sin, dude. Look at this. So they're doing f of 1,000 minus f of 999.9, and then they're dividing
Calculus,
it by...
but you don't go all the way to 0.
99.9. This is the limit definition of a derivative. I mean, it'll work. Yeah. Yeah, he's like,
At some point, taking the derivative is easier.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, so what they're doing here, equity, is they're like dancing around just actually doing calculus, which is hilarious. Oh man. Okay. Did we get Jojo? You got like 2-3 minutes before I gotta really bounce a Roozies. So if you want to submit something, do it quickly. Otherwise, I'll do Equity's last part of his question here for number 5. Oh, I'm just confused how they got the slope as 0.004. Where? For part D, where do you see 0.004? They're saying it's this. Or are you saying for here? Oh, in C? Oh. Yeah, so what they're doing here, equity, is, let's remember, this is a point, right? It's P of X over X. So here they're doing 0.4 divided by 100, which gets you 0.004. So they're plugging in X equals 100. This is X equals 100. They're getting that P of X is equal to 0.4. And then they're doing P of X divided by X. So they're doing the 0.4 divided by the 100. And that gets 0.004. So for this one, they're doing P of 200, which is getting them 1. And then they're doing 1 over the 200, which is getting them 0.005. Does that make sense, equity? Yeah, okay, cool. Nice. That's pretty silly why they do that. Slope is 0.005. Yeah. 0.005, yeah. And that's the maximum. Well, they're asking where that happened. And that happens when X is equal to 200. That's where the slope is the maximum. Okay, let me run through this one real quick, because then I gotta go. Sketch the function. I assume you know how to sketch a function. The other part is how long would it take for the temperature to reach 0 degrees centigrade? Okay. To use the time. So they're saying 0 is equal to 2t squared over t plus 1 minus 15. Okay, so 15 equals 2t squared over t plus 1. Multiply both sides by t plus 1. Cancel, cancel. Now we get 15t plus 15 is equal to 2t squared. So 2t squared minus 15t minus 15 is equal to 0. And then this is just a quadratic formula to solve. What's up, Elijah? What's up, dog? Is that easily solvable? I don't think so. I don't think it factors. Yeah, 30 and 15. That's like 6'5", 215. No, it doesn't. Okay. So you have to quadratic this. 15 squared is 225. Plus 120. All over 4. So you want a positive. Can I do related rates examples? If you have a screenshot of one, I can definitely do it for you. This is kind of the end of the stream, but and then here you take the positive one, equity. That's the positive answer. But Elijah, if I can show you, I have a YouTube video on related rates and an example if you want to see it. So if you go to YouTube here and go to our channel, and if you just type here on the search here, let's say related rates. I think it's one of my highest rated videos. Yeah, it's like this one, how to solve for related rates. And there's like a part 1 and a part 2. But this one got like 17K views. And there's probably, yeah, I don't have one with them all together, but oh, this one. Here's the full video. Here, and I'll send this to you so you can see it. Where do I need to open this? There you go. That's an example, one I've done. It's kind of a fun video. But if you want help with like a specific related rates problem that maybe is a practice thing for your test, come on by the stream and just submit a screenshot to us, and we'll go through it with you. I like related rates; it's pretty fun. Generator starts up when the temperature is 5 degrees. How long will that take to happen? Okay. So all you do is change this now instead of to 15 to 20. Okay. So now you just solve 5 is equal to 2t squared over t plus 1 minus 15. It's the same thing. It's another quadratic equation. Cool. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta teach another student, so let's close up the stream. Alright. Thank you everyone for coming to Actual Education office hours today. That's the last stream of the week. It's Wednesday. So that being said, I hope you go enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will be streaming again on Monday. That'll be at 3 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. If you ever want to know when we're streaming, we have a calendar up on our website. You can go check it out here. I'll post the link here into Discord. And well, if you're on Discord, you already know where it is. But that's the calendar for where we're streaming. And then, one sec, I can probably see this. And there's the link in TikTok if you ever want to figure out when we're streaming. So next Monday will be it. I apologize those that were watching us on Twitch. I need to figure out what's up with the Twitch streaming servers because they're just not accepting my OBS key and stuff. Or they are accepting it, but it's just an incredibly low bit rate, which is painful. So we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out over the weekend. But okay. That being said, thanks again to everyone who came by. Thanks for the questions. And thank you, P127, for your insights. I appreciate all the little math hack tricks. They're fun. And Shantrix always has some good questions. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, we will see you guys on Monday. Enjoy the weekend. Peace.